Hello Forkies, this is day 109 of me playing chess every day until I reach the rapid rating of 2500. So here we go. We have the game, we have the black pieces against a pretty strong opponent. He played knight f3, I will play d5 of course. And we face the ratty gambit, now c6 is my favorite move here. And we get the queen's gambit with the slow defense here. And we get the semi-slow defense actually, so okay, this is something. I like playing these kind of positions. We need to play fast. Bishop g5, I can just play h6. This is bishop h4 is a gambit after, yes, but this is a very well known gambit after e4, g5 and b5. Um I don't know it very well, but I mean these kind of games are um what? Hmm. Okay, this doesn't seem correct, but I can just play this slowly, maybe bishop g7 castles. I don't know how to play this kind of positions, excuse me. There is bishop e7, a4 and a6 as well. I mean a4, b4 and I'm fine, so just bishop d7 and castles perhaps. Okay, now I think I'm fine here. I'm up a pawn. Will be solid after knight queen c7, now a6 probably, or bishop b7 as well. Um, just trying to get the knight around, maybe play a6 and the rook is defended on a8. If a4 happens, takes, and I can take back, there is no knight takes because I take, and my rook is, yes, defended on a8. Rook d1, I don't really understand the move itself. And there is simply knight bd7. If d5, I can just take it, and I have sufficient control over the d5 square. I could also play a6 so that b5 is not hanging, which I like a lot. And I'm just solid, maybe queen b6, maybe knight bd7, and just consolidate and try to maybe expand with c5 in the future. Maybe that's not really a plan, I don't know, but definitely something to try. Of course, that bishop d6 would pick up a free pawn, but you get the point. No, because knight is also defending on the pawn on c5, so that would be pretty nice, I guess. Now a4 seems slightly weird, because I can just develop maybe, and then take with the c pawn. My bishop opens up. Rook and d5 might be a slight problem. So maybe queen b6, just so there is no d5 and the queen is not on the d file, perhaps. Um, yes, and if takes, then simply c takes and knight d7, bishop d6. I can always play rook d8. There is no bishop c5 because I can defend the square with the knight. So c5 is quite important in this kind of position, but after c5, the b3 is just bad. I think. Why? Where firstly, I mean, of course, I have to take here. Um, and then, I mean, c5 here, here, and here, and here doesn't quite work. I mean, c5 blunders the b5 pawn as well. I mean, e4 is also very weak. So, if I can just consolidate. Yes, I think rook d8 here. Just trying to get some grasp on the position here. I can play knight bd7 next. There is also b4, by the way. Wait, maybe b4 was just winning a pawn there. Was it a clean pawn? Oh, but b5, b4 doesn't even threaten to take the knight because my queen is hanging. But after knight bd7, I will be threatening to play b4 and pick up a pawn on e4 because the knight will have to move, and then just grab a central pawn here, and I like this very much for black here. And bishop c7 I can just take for now, so that's not a threat just yet. We have to have this move on our radar due to, I mean, just winning everything on our queen side. I mean, winning an exchange at least, maybe even a rook, but that's not possible just yet. H4 is an idea in this kind of positions. I know that for a fact. I just don't think that after g4 and h5, this pawn is also hanging after g4. G4 just wins a clean pawn, doesn't it? Oh, I guess that is knight to e5 and then picking up this pawn. Let me think. I mean, this is a threat because um g4, knight e5, h5, f3. Um, and after f3, I think I can just take here and then take here. I'll do that. Knight h2, very bad move, by the way. I guess. Due to knight h5, I think. And then, yes, okay, now h5, I think. Also, yes, I think h5. Might be big, big mistake. There is no knight f7, so I guess. But now f3 has to be played. Oh, but f3 I have rook takes. I have rook takes after f3. Um, I mean, this looks scary if you play f3, by the way. Oh, f3 here and rook bishop f2 might be fine. Almost. Probably that would be winning. Wait, f3 here bishop f2. Probably I'm lost there. Yes, bishop f2 there, very sneaky. I mean, probably I'm not lost. No, I am. I cannot play here. It's not check because simply here. So that is f3. f3 is possible. But this pawn will just hang. I mean, if takes then knight takes, that looks bad because I have what? I really didn't expect the move. Bishop is hanging here. If we can get something there. So here, I guess. Also here. I mean, here just hangs this pawn. Not maybe that important. The bishop is hanging. This is a pin. So if I can do this, if I firstly take here, that looks bad. So I have to do this, I think. I have 6 minutes. Where is it? I'm not in hurry whatsoever. So takes. There, I could play d5. D4, excuse me. And pick up here. Threaten to take and play d3. That's winning, I think. If that happens, I mean here, d4. I'm threatening to take because... Oh, you take. But now this looks very bad. Knight takes. Knight takes, bishop takes. Rook takes, rook takes. There is nothing. I mean, if takes then bishop takes, it's completely fine. Probably winning there because I'm up 2 pawns here. 2 pawns. So if I can not lose this, the queen is of course attacked. My opponent just doesn't know how to handle the position, which is very nice. I of course cannot take here because bishop takes and my king is insanely bad. Knight c6 definitely move. Next, yeah. Um, Knight c6 and then I'm trying to take here, so takes and queen takes probably with g2 hanging. Um, why would this work? Because of bishop here, I guess. I shouldn't have taken right away, but I still don't know what's the idea. I guess it's here, and because I cannot take, but I take here. So there is no idea basically. Okay, I get it. So here, wait, but now my opponent is just completely lost. Knight f4, I guess, is the idea there. Can just go here. H5 dropping soon. Knight c6, knight f4. I can just play knight d4. I can even sack the rook back, and I'm completely winning. I mean, here, I can just take here with check and then take back. Here, bishop moves. I mean, queen moves and then I take. Okay. Are you insane? This is jack. Wait, what? I just defend the... Oh, my rook is also hanging. Slight problem there, but should still be completely winning. Like, completely. Um, where to, maybe to... I am up a rook. Isn't that true? Rook e8, of course. Protecting the knight here. Oh, maybe rook d8 was better. Yeah, but now I simply can take here. I mean, why not? And queen g6, eh? Oh, I'm only up a piece. But now we have to calculate. Yeah, that wins. What am I even thinking about? Um, maybe go here next. Yeah. No, I cannot do that. Um, queen e6. Still, I think it's the best move. Just trying to trade off. I thought we are up on a rook, but we aren't. But it's fine. It's still completely winning. Yes, but now I can start pushing the pawn. Although here rook f4 might be slightly dangerous. But I go here. No, then queen takes. King f8 and here, I guess. I'm pinning myself. Do I care? Not really. Okay, I don't care. Bishop h6 if rook f4. That's the idea, and then push and win the game. As easy as that. I mean, if I don't win this, I have 2 minutes and 50 seconds. That should be enough. I think I should... Oh, I hung a pawn, which is great. I have here. Um, but now it's not that easy to win. Maybe go here. Hmm. But now I don't... Why did I hang a pawn? I don't know. Um, I want not to go here, but I mouse slipped. But that's still a great... Oh, but I hung a pawn as well. What am I doing? I'm not even winning anymore. I have to fight for a draw, which is insane. I just repeat once. He doesn't even take the repetition. I might go here now. Wait, here? Oh, then there is here. Sli Slightly unfortunate. Maybe that's not a draw, but I mean, I only have 1 minute. I'm trying to get something off here with the h4 pawn. The f7 was hanging, of course. Now here and here is probably what I will try to do next. Just pin the pawn. Here is a funny blunder. Now I think it's made. I mean, I guess you can go here or here. Okay, but now this is easily winning. Why didn't I take the pawn? I have no idea why. Um, go maybe GC F6 here. With 1 minute, this should be pretty straightforward. King H4, it's um made, and now just go here and win the game. Why doesn't he resign, by the way? And I pick a pawn, and this is of course easy checkmate here. I mean, with 1 minute, this should be just elementary. You should do it in 10 seconds at least. I mean, maximum, excuse me. This is made. So let's game review the game and we'll see what have happened. So this is the game review of the game I just played. Yes, it was very chaotic as the opening we played into. I played only at 78% accuracy. My opponent played with 74. Let's see the game itself. So my opponent started with knight f3. I played d5 and he played the c4 gambit here. Of course, you can take the pawn, but after e3 you will just probably get it back. I mean, b5 here is just insane. Um, and this was actually an opening that was played in the World Chess Championship match that Gukesh has won. And he won the game where he played c4 because Dink played d5 and then b4 was played, I think, and c5, I guess. And I don't really remember what happened. Maybe e3 there. Yes, I think a knight f6 and something like so. But doesn't matter. I played the move c6, being just solid here. And now d4, and we are into a um, casual slow defense here. Now, knight f6 is of course the best move, knight c3, and now you can take the pawn, you can play many things, but I played e6, this is the semi-slow defense, I like it the most, and now bishop g5 is one of the lines. Now, h6 is the move I play here, bishop h4, and simply d takes on c4. Now, e4 is the only move to stay in the game, basically, because otherwise you are simply down a pawn. Now, g5, bishop g3, and b5. This is also the only move because you have overextended here, so you have to get at least a pawn back. Now bishop e2 is a move. I didn't know it. I don't know anything of it. Now bishop g7, not the best move. Castles also not the best move, but now castles is of course pretty much only move going out of the center. There was also many other moves, but okay, nevertheless. Queen c2, defending the pawn. Now knight h5 is the best move. Okay, I will remember this idea with knight h5, going after bishop, rook a d1, let's say. Simply takes with the h pawn. Was taking with the f pawn possible here? I guess it was, but not that great. I played bishop b7, nothing wrong with it. Queen b6 a mistake. Why exactly? Knight h5 or queen e7? Queen e7? Okay, queen b6 I thought was a pretty natural move. Going off the d file here. Now, e5 is the best move after knight d5, knight e4. Ay, 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 this is bad. Very bad. Knight d7 only move, and then you can sack the knight. And after f5, this you have to take like this, and the position is approximately slightly better for white. Wow. I don't even care about this. He played b3, which is quite natural. Also takes and through t8, h4, g4. h5 was a losing blunder. As I mentioned, h5 is usually weird. I mean, okay, I don't care. The best move was knight bd7 after. Okay. And bishop c4. No bishop c4. Oh, no, now my queen is defended. Excuse me. Um, but simply e5 and getting the knight to d6 here. Okay, nice sacrifice. I mean, I am up a full piece. There are no pawns white has, but okay. Um, so h5 was a big mistake after, yeah, after d5. Now I'm completely fine. This was also just lunatic sacrifice. Nothing good with it. He took here, which is also, I mean, don't I get like two pieces for rook here? I get first piece and then I get the second piece, which is okay for me. And yes, here I king f8 was bad. I'm blundering the pawn on b5, and then I also blunder yet another pawn, and the position is slightly more equal. I mean, I'm fighting for the win, obviously, but now it's a draw after takes. Wow, okay. Now it's a draw after takes, but now, yes, well, it's just game over because he blundered that I was pinning the pawn. I mean, he had 4 minutes left, so he should have been more, I mean, more open to this idea. It is very logical to do something like that. But okay, then I just managed to won the game, managed to win, excuse me. And this was just basically resignable here. But he played on, and yes, I just mated him with a rook, and I know how to do that. And it's simply checkmate on the board. So let's go to the second game of the day. We have the second game of the day. Let's play pawn to e4 here. The king's pawn opening. E5, knight f3, of course, and the bishop b5, the Ruy Lopez. A6, bishop h4, nothing special, and d6. Now d4 is the best move, I think. Takes it. Oh, c3 was the best move. Okay, this is just bad. Castles and we can pre-move taking on this one. Knight f6 is the best move. Now I could play bishop g5. I could also just develop the knight to c3 and then play bishop g5 here. This was of course a threat. Bishop e7. Okay, bishop g5 maybe. This is just nothing really. Um, Not that theoretical. I could probably play moves like rook e1 here, which I think is fine, just developing. I mean, knight d5 is an idea, but it loses on the spot because knight takes and bishop takes, and you take back with the knight. Maybe bishop takes on f6 will be an idea at some point, but of course the knight is hanging on d4, so I cannot do that just yet. I could also bring the knight to g3, maybe the knight back to f2, maybe play f4 here. h6, okay. Now we get this idea where I could take, potentially. But I don't wanna. Why would I do that? The pawn is not hanging here. And takes here. I can just take here. And then knight takes on c2, by the way. Maybe this will be forced. I don't know, I didn't play the opening correctly. Because when a6 and d6 happen, you should play c3 firstly and then d4, not d4 right away. But okay, some small nuances that we'll analyze after the game in the analysis part of the video, excuse me. I could always take on c6, but after pawn takes, yeah. I mean, bishop takes is probably better, yeah. And then knight f5 or something like so, which is not that bad. But I mean, when the pawn takes back, wow, this is. I mean, bishop d7, of course, knight takes on c2 is the idea, and I won't fall for it. Desperado sacrificing, but I can just take with the queen, yeah. I could take with the knight back, but I don't think that's good. And now I have developed my queen, I have connected my rooks, and I have more space in the center because of this e4 pawn, excuse me, because of this e4 pawn, and now queen takes, of course, back. And there is no knight takes. Oh, there is. No, there is not, because of rook takes. And even because of this, there is no, yes, excuse me. Maybe that would actually work. So knight takes, of course, there is rook takes, so, okay, he plays knight d7. Which looks like slightly weird, because I can take and play knight to d5. And suddenly his position looks, well, quite passive. After f4, for example. I will do just that. And f4. I mean, you have to go just back, there is nothing else. To defend c7. And then, yes, I mean, You have to go back? What are you thinking about? I mean, I don't understand. Yes, of course. And if the pawn would be on g6, then I could sack the queen and get this fork off, but I cannot do that. I could play f4 here, stopping the knight from getting to e5. If f5, I can just take and probably get the knight to e7 and just win the rook here. Should win the game as well. So f5, I can just pre-move. Takes, rook takes, and knight e7 just picks up everything. Very easily winning there. Knight c5 is slightly annoying, but I was just thinking about playing queen d4 there, and maybe b4, maybe c4 as well, just to safeguard my knight here on a very important outpost square. It's not an outpost because c6 is possible. Knight f6, I don't feel like this is the best move, by the way. I mean, if takes, yeah, then it's probably equal, but there is queen d4 as well, or c4, but queen d4 looks better. Um, Pressurizing everything, pressuring not and if c6, then I'm still taking here and getting into a better endgame, for example. Why not? And if he doesn't take, I just play c4 maybe. c5, I can take with the knight as well here. So c5 very bad move. Weakening the pawn on d6, and I'm, by the way, up a minute, which is quite important. Not just yet, but you will see. So knight takes knight. I mean, this is very hard to decide how to take. With if I take with the queen, I think that's the best move, by the way. But there is queen f6, which is a pure fork, by the way. Um, I could also just take on b7 and then take here and here maybe. Um, Here queen f6 slightly annoying. Let me think. Let me think. I have the time. If I go like this, then rook e8. No, I have to take like this, I think. Queen f6 and I go here. c6, okay, I go queen d4 now. And then maybe c4. But now, by the way, c6, I think a huge mistake. Huge positional mistake. I mean, if you play d5 right away, yes, but it loses a pawn, so you cannot do that. c5, even bigger mistake. Now d6 is completely dead lost here. So I have to play rook d1 here, I think you can. Rook e6 then. I go e5. D5 though. I can play this slowly. I could play with c4, yeah. So that rook e6, I have also this move probably. Yes, I have, by the way, f5 there. Yes, which should be probably just winning. Yeah, that should be winning because I go with the rook to b6 and you cannot defend anything. So here, I can play e5. That's the idea. Queen a5. Going for some. I could play a3 here. Um, I mean that's definitely not a threat because it just looks like it shouldn't be a threat. And I cannot take here because rook d8 happens. Um, Maybe c3 looks fine. No, it doesn't because then I'm probably a3 here, and maybe queen e3, maybe queen f2. Um, Maybe even queen b4 at some point. Going after this very weak pawn. And queen b4, a3 defends the a2 pawn, and queen b4 is very good move. I mean, takes and takes. Who is defending this one? Rook d8, I play rook d4 there. Rook e6, I go rook d1 and play for c4 and for e5. Just clearly better. With more time on the clock as well. I missed this move. If that's what? Why? How did I miss this move? I mean, b4 comes to my mind, but just not enough. Very bad play by me. b4 here. Takes, takes, and I probably have to take back. You take bad. Queen b4 loses the pawn. I mean, I get it back. No, I don't because of f5. This is not a threat, that's fact, but rook e2, rook d2 also. I mean, rook d2 then takes him. So rook e2, I guess. Takes. Rook d8, and that endgame not really the best. I mean, takes the I go no takes. I of course have to take because f5 happens otherwise. It's quite concerning. I mean, the position is still very much equal, but I'm just not playing for a win anymore. I've spent 1 minute and 10 seconds, which is 15% of my time. Very bad. Um, takes. I of course take, and then take back, and then I blunder queen b6. Now I go back and the rook endgame. Probably I'm slightly better, but nothing major. Rook d8, I just take. I'm probably slightly better after. Wait, hold on. Did I just blunder the game? Oh my god, I just blundered the game. I just blundered the game. Great. Um, no, there is absolutely nothing I can do. I just blundered the game. I mean, great, really. There is no way to defend the rook on d1. b4 takes. No, I can just resign here, I guess. Let's maybe play b4. I don't really care. No, just simply rook takes. Yes, of course. And queen takes on a3 or something. Or this, I guess. I mean, we can still play on this position. It's not like it's easily winning, but it is. Um, no way, I cannot do anything. Um, no, let's just resign here. I don't even have the time to play. I mean, why would I do this to myself? Let's game review the game, but it was just horrendous. So this is the game review of the last game that I played today. I played with 80% accuracy, very bad. My opponent played with 88, and I just lost. I mean, there is nothing I can add. I just played very badly. E4, E5, knight F3, and knight C6. Of course, bishop E5. The Ruy Lopez here. And A6, bishop A4, and now the move D6. Not the best move necessarily, but I played very badly with D4. I mean, I know that I have in my file the move C3 and then D4, but I for some reason I cannot explain. I just played D4, which is bad. I mean, takes is also bad, but wait, what? Knight takes is the best, and if B takes, then simply castles and just develop. Okay, I guess. Um, and then I castled knight F6, knight C3. What was the best move? Bishop G5? No, knight takes still. And B takes and rook E1, yeah. Okay, I guess I will remember it. Rook e1 now, and I'm slightly worse as well. Wait, queen takes a mistake. Bishop d7, knight takes, queen takes, and this is apparently fine. Yeah, well, it's not. So I took with the queen. Why is this losing? Oh, what? c5? I cannot. Yes, but where? What if I go? Oh, just c5 and b5 wins the. If I go back, then b5 and c4. Very common trap. Okay, he took and I was fine for some time. I was even better here. I mean, f4 maybe a mistake, but I thought I'm fine here. Um, Queen a5, very good move. a3 also. This is just insanely bad move. After the, I should have played the move e5. Yeah, but e5 is just weird. I mean, he will just double up maybe. And I know there is f5, but okay, I'm in rook e2 and just I missed from a distance this resource and there was nothing else to do. God bless me, but I'm allergic to this game. Very bad one. But yes, here I just resigned. I cannot defend anything. I'm pinned here. I just resigned. So yes, I will go full screen for the outro here. Um, Thank you for being here with me the whole video. Appreciate it. If you like my content, you can always like and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my Twitch channel where I stream occasionally, not really all the time, but I am definitely there. You can check out my Discord server in the description below. And yes, thank you for being here with me and see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.